But it's Monday morning, and it's hard to get rolling on a Monday morning, but you have to program yourself. Just program yourself. You're going to have a good day, have a good mood, and that'll continue on through the week, I find. If you jump up in a good mood, your work will be better, you'll work faster, you'll be happier, and all that sort of stuff, and that sort of thing. But what I'm doing right now is I'm working on Jolene's Bugatti. It's been setting for a long time. It's quite dirty. When I put it away, I filled it out okay. I didn't fill it out perfect because the doors were not on it. We weren't there yet. We were putting mud on it to try to make it a one-piece body, and that's what we have done. The primer that I've used is a Everlast polyurethane, and it's got a hardener in it. So as I've put that on there, it's time to fit the doors. When I go to fit the doors, I'm noticing it doesn't fit perfect in every area. So what I'm coming back around and doing is, and I'm roughing the fill back up with a DA. This is an 8-inch DA. I am using the coarsest paper that you can get on the DA. It's a 40 grit. You might be able to get a 36 grit. The 40 is a low number. The higher the number, like 220, 400, the higher the number, the smoother the paper. The lower the number, the rougher the paper. And to sand body fill or fiberglass, you want to use the roughest paper possible and then work your way up to a primer, which I always just go to an 80. Some people do it different. I do it to an 80. As I'm going here, I got these doors fit on. As you come up here and take a look, right in here, I can see that this is not fitting my door very well. I'd have to put a lot of fill on top of that door to make it fit that roof line. So what I am going to do, I have to make up my mind. Right now what I'm doing is sanding off filler and see how far I can go down to get to the door, or I can put filler on this door to make it come up to that, but I really don't want to do that. So what I'm doing is taking off all the material that I have here. I will come in here and make an incision on that, tap that down, and re-weld that. That's a problem area for that, because I do not want that filler taking up the place of how it fits. As we come along here in the back, I can see that we might have to do a little surgery, but that's okay because that's what we do. What I'm going to do is go around the whole car, smoothen it, take it off with a 40 grit to roughen it up. And I'll keep taking off material till I get down to that door, so it's sort of similar. So I'll go all the way around the whole door, rough all the primer up and the fill up so I can apply something to it. I cannot come in here and apply filler on top of this without being roughed up, and I do not want to do that anyways. As you look at the door, you can see how I've got it polished this way. I'm trying to clean it back up because it's been sitting for a long time. You can see the physical rust laying on top of it, but as I come back in here and I try to polish that back up, I'm trying to get the rust back off it so I can do something with it. As you see that, cars are what can I say? Cars are taken picture of when they're polished like that. You take pictures of them. You can show your metalwork, how good it was. But before it is filled and anything applied to it, it is scratched up like nobody's business, if you know what I'm trying to tell you. It only looks like that for visual. It will look totally different when it comes to applying filler. I will come along there and I will scratch that all up. Polishing a car is visual. That's what really happens before it gets filled. Okay, so when you see something like that, awesome, you polished it. But doesn't mean it's ready for auto body filler. That's what happens when you come in here with a grinder, you grind it up, you scratch it as much as you can, you do whatever. You can even take nicks out of it. I've even seen people take drill bits and nick their metal so the filler will stick better. So that's what I'm doing on the Bugatti. I'm trying to clean it back off. Trying to get the reminiscence of 2 years off it. And you can see how the dirt acts as a guide coat. As I sand that off, you can see the sand scratches as the dirt acts as a guide coat. So at the same time, as we sand the primer back off and get ready to do it again, we can guide coat it with the dirt. And that's amazing, eh? It's amazing. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to take all the filler away from the car that fits the door as best as possible. Then we're going to come in and do a little surgery wherever we have to, and then we will fix it from there. On the other side, if you come on and take a look on the other side, I've buzzed this off a little bit. This one's really nice, you know? That one's really nice. I'm happy with that. What I did is I adjusted the door to the top of the body fill, or the top of the car. Now what I'll come in and do is I'll fill this together. Cut a new body line, cut the new line out, and I'll fill that together so everything matches up. That's where I'm coming down around there. I'm getting to take filler off on this because the door's in there. So that's a good thing. Wherever you get to take it off, then you might have to put some on. All the gaps, I like the gaps because I have room to work. I have room to work. And what that means is my good buddy Phil, I like Phil. A lot of people don't talk bad about Phil, but I like Phil. He's a good guy. He helps me make the car look awesome. If I did not have Phil around, what a mess you'd have. What a mess you'd have. But anyways, yeah, so that's where we're at. We're trying to clean it up and make everything fit better so we can fill it out together. We're getting back on it. Jolene's going to help me on the Bugatti because I've been helping her on the 40, and we've been kind of running away with that, so we got to get back on this one. The job is to get on it with DAs, sand it clean with a 40 grit because we want it all scratched up. This is for looks, and this is for filler. There's two different things going on there. All right, that's what we're doing on a Monday morning. Come on in and take a look at the 40 here for a second. We're back on her, baby. Huh? Back on her. Huh? Make you feel better? Make me feel better too. We got the headlights on her. It's the first time it's probably had a face in 20 years. Probably the first time it's had a face in 20 years. And this is what I want to do. I want to come in and show you. I've ground the hood off on the center piece. I want to show you that. As we ground it off, and as we're making this little video, I want to tell Jolene that she did an awesome job. And I'm going to say why she did an awesome job. Because when I put the level on it, she's straight down through the center. She's not laid down, anything like that. And me and Jolene talked about that. If we would have laid a flat piece of metal on there, instead of putting the peak on it, you would have had a chance for that hood to drop. And when it drops, you know what's got to go in? It's filler. As I check that out, I'm very happy with that. And as we take a look across the hood, you can come in here, then you get to see what goes in for filler. So we're going to put we'll mud it out with a little bit of glass first, and then we'll put a little bit of filler after that, and that's basically what you're getting. And I'm very happy with that. That doesn't bother me a bit. I'm very happy about that. If you have a chance to tell someone they've done a good job, go for it. Jolene, you've done an awesome job. Appreciate it. It would not have got done without you. Thank you very much. And another thing we're doing today, we're trying to move this behemoth. I say behemoth, but this fountain, it's so heavy, It's so heavy. This fountain, try to move that out of the way. Me and Jolene did that. We're going to pull the 32 out today. And the only way we're going to get that is we're going to get the lawn tractor. We're going to pull it out. We want the paint room. We want to do a few things, paint a few things, maybe this, maybe a couple other things, but the car cannot stay there. It has to leave. So we're going to push that out. I found this the other day cleaning up here. Look at this. I don't know where it come from. Anyways, I looked at it and I said, well, a bottle opener. Pulled it open. Brand new right in the box. Get down, turn around, Bobby Brown. Huh? Come look at this. I feel like James Brown. Ow! Get in the hot tub. Look at that. I'm going to put that right there. Screw that right there. Back in the day, bought a Pepsi. Didn't have no place to open it. Psh, open it on your car. Jump in your old car and go for a ride. Pepsi's back in 1900, I'm sure someone must have done it someday in their life. But I'll put that right there. Cool. Cool. So everything's going, watch it, baby. There's a jack behind you. You would go down, I'm telling you. Everything's going good here. It's Monday morning. If you got a chance to tell somebody they're doing a good job, go for it. Why not? Good job, Jolene. Stick with us. We'll make another video tomorrow showing where we got and where we're at and what we're doing. And that's all we can do. We can't do nothing but that. We have a little thing in our brain that we might think about building a dream car for a YouTube star, if you know what I'm trying to say. As the YouTube grows, we might be able to grow with it and do something like that. And all the people could watch their dream car maybe being built. You never know, something like that. Just throwing ideas out there for ourselves. As you know, as this time in life, it makes you be resourceful. That's all we're being, is resourceful. And right now, YouTube is our friend.